Go.
I think that a criminal could pay their debt to society, depending on, of course, what they did. I think if they did some kind of community service things such as like banking, accounting, librarian, etc., I think that they could if their heart had truly changed. If their heart hasn't changed, there's no way they're going to be able to pay it back because they won't make the effort and they're just going to keep stealing, lying, cheating, killing people.
Go.
Alright, so I really think that a criminal can pay back their debt to society, depending on the crime, really. Like, if you're going to kill somebody, you can never pay back a life. There's nothing that you can do that is worth that one life. But if it's anything that's short of killing somebody, or at least wounding them, then it's definitely able to be paid back. But if you cause pain to another human being, that is where it crosses the line. You can never pay it back.
I don't think a criminal can truly ever pay his debt to society because it doesn't matter what he did. The thing that they did was still wrong. And I don't think Perry paid his debt to society even though he went to jail and even though he said he changed. I don't think he served his debt. Do you think a criminal can truly pay his or her debt to society?
Yes, I do.
Because?
I think that if given the right situations, people can truly figure out what they've done wrong and hopefully fix it.
Do you think a criminal can truly pay his or her debt to society?
I do. I think that most people make mistakes, and punishment is fair depending on the crime. But after a person has paid for their mistakes, they're generally okay to be let loose in a society. They normally realize their mistakes. So.
Go.
I think it depends on the crime. I think there are some crimes that retribution can be made up for. Minor crimes, theft, things that really objects. But when there's a loss of life, things that aren't replaceable by money, I think those things are not. You can't have retribution for those. So it puts you in the quandary of whether it's a life for a life or a life in prison, and we continue to pay for them to have life. And that's like a whole nother debate. But I just think it depends on the crime.
Do you think a criminal can truly pay his or her debt to society?
I think in some cases, depending on the crime and the sanctions that are put forth, a criminal can repay their debts to society.